Hi everyone, welcome to the first edition of the Nltv Awaaz. I'm Sankamayar, the host, and we have here Ms. Limasala, my co-host. Tonight we are going to have a panel of discussion on the topic 33% women reservation on ULP elections. Before going any further, I would like to introduce the panelists here this evening. We have Mr. Ako Naga, Media Secretary, NAGA GB's Federation, and we have Shikto Zalipo, who is the General Secretary of the NAGA GB's Federation, Zante Dovita, Secretary of the NAGA Ho. And on the other hand, we have Ma'am Viminu Angami, the Vice President of NAGA Women Hoho, Ma'am Vikali Ezimomi, President of NTPP. Firstly, I, on behalf of the NLTV, warmly welcome each and every one of you to this panel of discussion on the topic 33% reservation on ULP pools. So, we all know that Nagaland has been delaying this election since 2009, and it has been 12 years that we don't, Amikan yadi Nagaland de ULP la election na thakina 12 years jai ase. Aro Amikan sob manu jani ase itula setback to ki ase. Municipal elections na takapura Amikan central fund schemes ikubi na haikena stagnant hoikena Amikan Nagaland de itu poi ase. That is also a very big throwback for the citizens of Nagaland. Moreover, itu kili thakibo na pare. Tusra nohoy. Holi opposition from the tribal bodies pressure bishi hoise. Government by itu kubo na pare. And in the year 2016, if I'm not mistaken, that GC under the banner of GCC itu ULP election to oppose kurise, and then itu oppose kura laga protest rally day. Ek Twitter youth laga life bi jaise police firing day. And Chief Minister, the 10th Chief Minister TR Ziliang laga seat tak overthrown kurula situation ai jaise. That we all know. So I will not elaborate much on the issues, but I'll be straight to the point that 33% reservation Nagaland de thakibo karone kile iman problem hoy ase. So I would kindly request our panelists, the Naga Hoho, to kindly respond. Sir Zati Dovito, Secretary of Naga Ho, as and why this 33% reservations in regard with this ULP poll say do Amikan Naga Hoho as the apex body of the Nagas 33% reservation implement globally iman Amikan duk pa ase.
Thank you, Nagaland TV. My name is Zandi Domta. Thank you. Ito aji amar Nagaland 33% reservation laga oporte time diya nisna bisi khoshi paise. Ami Nagaland ho laga Naga ho laga represent korina ahise. Ami custom and cultural secretary ase. Ito pra ami bi alop customary law to be alop bisi emphasis bi ho bi pare. Kintu at the first hand question is sabte kile na pare kwato ami khan Naga mothers hanke bisi respect kore honor kore aro in the first hand amar amma khan para ki rasta hale bi ta khan ne fresh start kore eto tole first institution tole amar family para start kora ase ami khan so manu regard respect dines eto karne ami khan ama khan ke na hobo kwa kotha kora nai aro Indian constitution te bi eto lagabi ahe ne thaka karne aji ami khan konbi eto deny na kore kintu ami koble point thakato aji ami khan laga Nagaland te customary laga base kuri saile ami khan laga forefather pra practice kuri na aha aji tak ami khan cholai na aha to ami khan laga forefather khan to kinika customary law pra ki kuri na ahise kinika deal kuri na ase aro customary laga practice kinika kuri na ahise etu to ami khan bi ekta sabla aji bisi dorkar thakise kile mane ami khan women khan ke undermine kora nai hoile bi itia ami khan traditionally ami khan practice kora to itia forefather pra kore ahatu itu jagate maiki khan pra jaine kotha kora maiki khan pra jaine case fasla kora tate alop obligation is na bi thaki jaise eto pra bi ekta alop ami khan laga ekta point to bi digdari pa bi thakibo niki ito ami khan akha ase aro government side phale tole ki korub lage ito tole decision din ase hoile bi amar public khan ami khan laga kwarisna JCC khan hole bi public as a mass hole bi last ami khan so manu experience korise ito pra ajibi ito laga point to be sensitive ase aro ami khan laga ita Nagaland te ami khan bisi experience korina thaka aro sharply Nagaland tole divided hoina ase ito karne amar naga ho khan to paraktak to amar Nagaland karne to unity anibla karne amar naga ho bi bisi kam kore ase ito naga ho kam koranisna sub sector te bi ami khan kam korina ahile ami khan Nagaland te unity ahi jaile ami khan ita women reservation bill karne bisi digdari pabi iman digdari na pabni gi pani to bi akha ase dei ito karne aji alop ami ito point e alop elaborate korise thank you
Now, yes, we will get the momentum in regard with this as we continue to proceed towards the discussion further. But do you agree, Naga Women Ho, with what just the Naga Ho has said in regard? Kindly respond. Ma'am Vimino, the Vice
There's
President.
not much to debate on this issue. Amikan, for me, it 13 years on 33 reservation ito kotha korado. Aro, I want everybody to know. Aro clear kuri dibole mon thakado. 33 reservation do naga amma bara sarkari logo mangya nai de. It has been constitutional right koigene dishe de. So it is not us who beg government of India for 33 reservation. We have to be very clear with that. Itu karne yate aro itu laga ULB election do it will not go to the rural areas. And therefore I want everybody to know so manuke janai dibole mondo itu laga ami khan 33 reservation kotha kora laga do khali municipal areas khan laga itu area laga he ase rural de jaigene bosti de ekta decision banabole laga kotha koa no hoy ward hisab te yade election de jabole laga it is a very small ward aro tade ward te ekta maiki jaise gole tai he sob decision lobole laga no hoy ward te GB bhi thake ward te council bhi thake ward members khan bhi thake why only one single woman who contests ULB tahe decision sob lobo and ward te ekta maiki election de jaise gole tai bara naga manu no holi bhi tribe laga decision banabole case faisla koribole no hoy do it is only a matter of development work tai laga ward te development anibole laga itu issue te he ami khan thakile bal neki kile mane we have taken this 33 reservation to extreme level aro itu 33 reservation is going to be here only for 15 years. Three tenor karne ase. But we have taken it as if that it is going to be there for the rest of the earth. Na Prithvi khotom no hatak ito 33 reservation to thakibo niki koi kina loi loise niki. So we have to break our mindset and learn the fact, the truth.
Yes. Amma khan bro koi ase itu ami khan ULP pools laga regard that is urban and local bodies election. So now our Secretary of Nagaho has said that itu amma khan ki respect to ase kuna ami khan Nagaho ra koi ase will be given an opportunity. So with the change in time everything changes. Ami khan la mindset bhi change hobo lagi na ki hoy India record this aina aishi gole ami khan Nagaland is one of the safest place for the women and not only that ami khan Naga society de maiki khan ke high respect dia laga bishi dikhe ase but why this 33% reservation is causing a lot of problem to the Naga Hoho or the other civil societies. So itia amma bura kwa nishina takan bi leadership to ekta lobole monja laga decision dibole laga noy equal rights ekta aro kwa nishina this is not a right demanded by the Naga women in Nagaland, but this is a right, constitutional rights given by the government of India. So in that regard, please, I would kindly request our Honorable Secretary Naga Hoho to kindly respond.
Thank you. Ami Naga mother side prabi koise. Ami ekta duita point alo koblamon add koromon thaka to hoy itu constitutional right ase. Mothers khan nohala ba women khan pra itu fight kora nohoy. Itu constitution pra ahise. Hoyle bi aji ami khan bahal pra study kori saile. Public mandate to be ekta beshi ekta important factor ase. Jodi amar public mandate bi nathaka hoy jele constitutional right koine nohala ba ekta koine ami khan khara korile bi jodi সব মানুহ মঞ্জুৰ নহলে তাতে আমি খাবি একো কৰিব না পাৰালা পজিশন আহি যায় ইটো হিচাপে আমি খাবি আজি কিলে ইউএলবি ইলেকশন বি ফেস কৰিব পাৰা নাই আৰু তাতে কিলে আমি খাবি বেছি দুখ পাইছে আৰু মানুহলা লাইফ টাকবি যাইছে ইটো পৰা আমি খাবি ইটো তলে বেছি চিন্তা হোৱা পৰা ইটো কিনকা হলে ভাল সাইডে যাব লাগে ইটো আমি খান ভাল পৰা কথা নকৰিলে তো ইটো তো এনে randomly আমি খান constitution right কি হয় না আমি খান যাইলে বি অলপ problem পাবো নেকি কয় নে ইটো হে আমি অলপ সাইড কৰি আছো
Okay, sir. I have one more question.
Yes.
It has been said that Amikan itu ULP polls in regard with 33% reservation to Jaishigule. Amikan government of India for a special status Amikan ke article dia. Article 371 clause A. So itu kini gonna infringe hoise. So can you kindly elaborate, sir?
এইটো লাগা ওপৰতে আমি খাবি ইটো ইতে আমাৰ নাগা হোহো ষ্টেণ্ড কইনা আমি কোৱা নাই
Yes.
কিলে মানে আমাৰ নাগা হোহো বি ইটোলা ওপৰতে ডিসিশন নহলে বা ডিসকাস কৰা নাই কিন্তু ইফ ৰিকোয়াৰ আই উইল টেক ইট দিস টু নাগা হোহো আৰু আমি খাবি ডিসকাস কৰি নে ইফ লেটাৰ পাৰ্ট ইফ ৰিকোয়াৰ উই ক্যান কমিউনিকেট অলসো ইটোটো আছে হলেবি ইটো আমি খান লাগা ইউএলবি ইলেকশন না থাকাতো আমি বি ইনডাইরেক্টলি আই এম সো সাপোর্ট অফ দ্য ইউএলবি ইলেকশন আমি বি ইটো লাগা কারণে করা মানুষ আছে কিলে মানে আমি বি জানিছে কি ইউএলবি লা ইলেকশন হলে আমার নাগাল্যান্ড হবি কি স্টেট হলে বি কি বেনিফিট আছে ইয়েস আমি খান সব জানে ইটো ওয়ান বাই ওয়ান এলাবোরেট না কৰিলে বি কিন্তু পাব্লিক ডমিনিয়নটো কি পজিশনতে আছে ইটো বি আমি খান নহয় না আমি খান overtake কৰিব না পাৰালা পৰা আজি ইনকা সিচুৱেচন আছে কনে কৈছে
ঠিক আছে so in that regard I would call upon ma'am Vikali Zimomi who is the president of NTPP Women Wing Central. So do you agree with the opinion of the Secretary of Nagaho?
I don't really agree with that. I wanted to tell and then to my ami nagamonu khangi aji koi dibole mon ase itu this is the time that we should all open the eyes. We should not talk about the to customary law ase itu kan kwa laga time to power hoise. We are in the advanced life now. Manu to kina hogeno munti uthibo kina hogeno star uthibo laga kina hogeno city to sundur hobola ita tati jaise ami kan whereas we Nagas ami kan piche jaya ase to piche laga customary law kan yes we respect our ancestors and then we respect our customary law hoile bi itia maki kan bishi eti bohe ase ami kan naga monu kan koi gender equality koi where is the gender equality ami kan itia bi ami kan moi bishi mon dikhai thake ami to maki kan ge janibo dibole mon ase bishi ami kan bacha bad baba ama khan du mota bacha khan du India di Mumbai Delhi di puribole bathai aro bacha khan magi khan du Dimapur di puribo de idu to gender equality ase brain to magi khan ni bishi thakibo bi pare du na aro whereas men can do why not we women cannot ami khan magi khan bi pare du mon dangor kuribi isor to ami khan physically du na
মোটাকে ঝগড়া কৰিব নাপাৰে ওলিবি ব্ৰেইনটো ঝগড়া কৰিব পাৰে ইটো কাৰণে আমি খান মাইকী খান সব নাগা মাইকী খান ঈশ্বৰ পৰা আমি খান কে দি কেনে আছে ব্লেছিং দি কেনে আছে মন ডাঙৰ কৰি কেনে আগে যাবলৈ লগা ভাৱনা কৰিব লাগে আৰু আমি খান আৰু মই একটা মই নাগা মন খান কে ক'বলৈ মন আছে ইটোতো আমি খান মাইকী খান আমি খান শাদী হোৱা দাম দি প্ৰপাৰ্টি immovable property to mati khan to bishi manu khan to maki khan nikene de aru mota ke apni khan to mota pra banai ke na se mota la ghori jabo de itu to unfair ase to itu khan sob ami khan ita to slowly by slowly itu khan change kuri ke na gender equality starts from the home not from outside to ghor prai gender equality to change kurle de aru bishi bhal hobo goine itu koi da ase aru india de panchayat raj koi तो I mean, we are talking about ULB urban and rural. So I mean, urban lagan hoigena rural lagadibi I mean, given manu panchayati maiki khan ase janibo dibole mon ase ekta duita hoilebi itia to India di 21 state to 50% maiki khan ido panchayat raj di ta khan 50% ta khan ido Takan dhore ase maki khan aro development so that is all about the village government only but still then the iniga jai ase to ami khan giman behind ase itu bi janai dibole man se urban development le jaile golo do I was also the contestant there urban development it is all about the city development aro dosrai ku nai itu gan ami khan itu confusion hobo na lage aro ami khan age jabole bhabna kuribo lage kogen itu koi dia ase aro urban development ahilehi ami khan central the fund pi babo urban development la election kitia bi hol no kure itu garni ami khan itia tok 13 years stagnant hoi gena ase kitia ami khan urban development la itu election hol kurbo ami khan bi dosa city nisna ami khan dimapur city bi Nagaland city bi advance jabo goine itu koi da ase to itu kholi dile to public kan morom pra sob banu ekta mon kuri gena ami khan we want to make Nagaland beautiful we want to make Nagaland advance ininga ekta sob manu ekta mon hoi gena bhabna ku gena maki mota sob ekjon mon ekta hi gena itu ami khan itu hol kurle to bishi bhal hobo aru itia last time on 18th of August the tribal host kan sob ke invite ku gena Kohima di meeting kurise tadi to resolution bana do itu to civil society laga tribal leaders kan lo di interest kuri dise to morom pra tribal societies kan itu apni kan jaldi initiative loi digena because the window is already opened by the government itia present government pro open kuri dise garni tribal host kan itu morom pra itu olop jaldi itu kholi digena ami kan Nagaland bi age jabole garni bhabna kule do bishi bhal hobo goina koi dese thank you
So now I have a question, additional question, ma'am Vikali. The government has already opened the doors to go ahead in regard with the civil society's 18th of August meeting. So now, in regard with this 33% reservation, Naga civil societies kan Naga ho kan nisina aro civil societies pishi ase takan pra pishi oppose korise. Ito no hobo koche arubi I'm reminded here that 2016 was a big factor,
yes.
GCC.
2017.
So, as a women leaders, all of you, so do you blame the civil societies who are against, or do you blame the government? Let me get a straight point from the women opinion, please.
It's a politics. It's like playing football because when the politicians, they also know that development is being lagged behind. They know that very well. Even the bureaucrats, they know, all the politicians, they know, the public knows, the civil society, they themselves are saying that development is being stagnant. Okay, and when we are talking about development being stagnant, we're not talking about the rural areas, we're talking about the municipal areas. Where we live now in Dimapur, look at the road. Rasta kinega ase, nodi nisina ase. Are you happy with that? Are you content with that? My question number one. Number two is that, civil society can get diado. I don't think this 33 reservation is not an issue for the civil society because this is not going to go as per the tribals. What one day ekta maiki reservation hoigena ahishe kole do sema maiki sema ho bara dibole no do ha what 3 day
angami maiki ekta aro lotha maiki ekta jabole ase lotha ho aro angami ho nadibo to. So what are you talking about this tribal issue when it comes to municipal areas? We should let the municipal go. Development should come. We should not hamper the development. If we are hampering the development issues, we are stopping our children to grow. And now, I'm not interested in politics, but I am concerned about the young generation who are sitting just opposite to us. They have a future. I have crossed half a century, but they have a future. We have lost half a century, but they need to grow. And the women, the young ladies have to come and compete with our boys so that the boys cannot slumber anymore. They have to come up and pick up this cross and they have to run. Look at the result this year. The women, the girls. Look at the result. These are the things. So we have to change the mindset, re-educate ourselves, and know what to touch and what not to touch as a civil society, I believe. And I'm not here fighting and I'm not here begging anybody to give us 33 reservation. That should be very clear about it. Let me answer to your question.
Please.
Yeah. It was, I don't want to blame any politicians or any civil society bodies or any association or any host. It was all the misconception that we public had. So now it is so clear hoi jaise. We have realized, the public have realized, I'm sure, that we all together have done a mistake, but that can be revamped. So I hope that they will come forward and then join hands together and then make a better land, Nagaland.
Yes, very well said by our two of the panelists from Naga Women Ho and not forgetting Ma'am Vikali A. Zimomi. They are very vocal. And now I'll just switch on to the General Secretary of Nagaland GB's Federation, Sir Shikto Zalipo. So itia amikan yade Ma'am Vikali Bravi kushe. Ito amikan urban elections lagai noe. Holibi amikan papana dangor hobo lage nagamanu. Ito ina leadership pusti dibe haibo lage. So you being the General Secretary of the GP's Federation, what is your point of view of what she just said? It's not just about 33% reservation. Ekta side tito yes tai koise. Amikan Nagaland de Motakando Delhi Mumbai de puribo. Maiki Pachakando Dimapur de puribo. That was her point again. So Tadibe American General Secretary GP's Federation. So what is your point of view in that regard?
Okay. Thank you NLTV. Among Bosti Laga sector la grassroots representative. We are so concerned. We're gonna invite Kragan and Bishop. Thank you. As you all know that we are a village Kashmir. We are a colony government. Our gathered, we don't have intellectual, educated, niggas. Only be just among Naga custom, culture, tradition to maintain Naga. It two connection to rightly former speaker Skan Koshe 2016 and 17. Nagaland man Jula che. Naga Monoitu once ki kotha krushe, ki commitment krushe, tadi khara ho lagi. Are phali, ek bar ki phali, yes. Are if I do, ek bar dole, no. So, Kamra Khan itu bujatu itu has. ULB election itu 33 reservation. Itu bra iku customer loti linking na. Itu bujisya.
Yes, right.
Okay. Rural area and urban. All are same. Nagas. Naga manukon bosti na thaga manu ase. Everybody. I am here in the village, but I have sent my sons and daughter to get educated in the urban area. That is city pathase. Means we are all same. Enjoy. Itu garden. GB Federation do it issue damangan to debel grugen kotha kuranai this agenda. Still we know. We came to know from 2017 and 16 and 17 kita Nagaland di Jew laise tadi right ko gina mon deliberate
So, sir,
So,
yeah.
jabina ki you will be urban local body ase to itu period tadi ki stagnant stumbling case if it is not in French to the Naga customary law and all it is
So, which means Nagaland GB's Federation is all out for 33% reservation? Okay. So now, I'll
no
yeah.
okay
I'll kindly go back to Nagaho Secretary, Sir Zande Tovita, I guess, yeah. So please, the GB's Federation has no objection as such in regard with this implementation of 33% reservation now.
Okay. আমি কবলে থাকাটো আমাৰ নাগা হহ সিভিল বডি তো 33% ৰিজাৰ্ভেশ্যন নহ'লে বা উমেন বিলটো আমি খান পৰা বন্ধ কৰিব এইটো ইনলাইনটো আমি খান নাই ইনলাইনটো এইটো নহয় কিন্তু আমি খান কোৱাটো আমাৰ নাগালেণ্ড গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট ইফ দে কেন convince the whole Naga and can conduct an election, that is well and good. That is well and good. Kintu once time the ULB la election hobo para nai, kila hobo para nai, aro aji to hobo para hoy jaise. Eto to ami khami beshi khushi kotha ase. Hobo parile to beshi bal ase. Kila mane ami khan sob na koile bi ULB election conduct करबो ना पारा परा अमर मारस खान क्वानिस ना डेवलपमेंट बेसी स्टैग्नेंट होय ना थाकिस आमी भी बस्ती थाका मानु वाले भी आमी भी प्रेजेंटली स्टेइंग एट डिमापुर आमी भी जाने की सिचुएशन तेस एतो बरा आमी खाबी इतो तो लागी डेवलपमेंट वी वांट आरो आमी खाबी इतो करूब लागे किंतु आमी खान लगा होबो ना पारा करने इतो कारण आमी खान तो सब मानु मिल मिलाप होब लागे सब मानु यूनिटी होब लागे सब मानु स्टैंड करब लागे सब मानु खरा करब लागे वन्स टाइम ते यूनिटी ना থাকিব एकटा তে यूनिटी থাকিব হইলে তো ইটো তো আমাৰ কি মেটাर्स আছে ইটো কাৰণে আমি খাবি यूनिटी কাৰণে কাম কৰা আছে यूनिटी কাৰণে কথা কৰা আছে यूनिटी কাৰণে আমি খাবি डेवलपमेंट भी लागे কোৱা কথা আছে
So, sir, that means with what you have just said, abuni dia kwa laga unity, harmony thakibole laga, coordination beshi important. So that means 33% reservation to implement hole amegan coordination do bhal no hobo nia kwa laga opinion asena sir, or correct me if I'm wrong, but 33% reservation to implement gorile amegan Nagaland de etia atmosphere kini ka ase idolo pia hobo kwa asena noile আমি খান আম্মা খান নহলে মাইকি খান 33% reservation laga quota to pai kina takhan ai kina ido urban and local bodies election de takhan khilile ami khan laga Nagaland development sector to olop stagnant hobo koi ase na please correct me if I'm wrong
eto enika ase 33% reservation amar amma khan ke dile takhan contest koribo eto tola ami khan tate ko kotha nai
okay
তাতে কো কথা নাই কিন্তু সবই যা ফলে লাগা তো আমি খান মিল মিলাম নাই তো এটা তো কি পলিটিক্স হৈ যাইছে আৰু এটা তো মিল মিলাপ হৈ যাইছে বেছি খুশি আছে আই থিংক ইউ গট মাই পইণ্ট হ্যাঁ তো এনেকা হয় না আমাৰ নাগালেণ্ডত চলি থাকিলে আমাৰ পাব্লিক খানতলে আন্দ্ৰাত ৰাখি দিছে আৰু আমাৰ পাব্লিক খানতলে একো হাত নাই পাব্লিক লগা ভইচ লোৱা নাই বলে তো এটা কি কথা আছে আমাৰ পাব্লিক লগা ভইচ বি লাগি তো এটা কাৰণে আৰু পাব্লিক লগা ভইচটো কি পজিশ্যন দিছে তাই খানে ভাল প্ৰেজানে এটা এখানে কিনিকা কৰিব এইটো হিচাপতে যাব তাতে আমি নাগা হো নহলে my own capacity pra ito নহয় ito আছে ito কথাটো নহয়
Fine. Fine.
কিন্তু
Yeah.
আমি খান ক'ব পাৰাটো মিল মিলাপ হ'বলে সব কেবি একিলতে লৈ যাব লাগে হয়লেতো ভাল আছে কথা
Okay, let me quickly go to Ako Naga, the media secretary of Nagaland GPs Federation. Your general secretary has clearly said that Nagaland GPs Federation as such, they don't oppose in regard with 33% reservation. Now, what is your point of view in regard?
Well, if my secretary says I have to follow him, but still then I have, I need to elaborate something on that. Being a Gangbra, we are regarded as the custodian of the customary law, tradition and its usages. Aru amakalaga itu primary responsibility to see that it doesn't get diluted. Itu society debi amakhan itu sabole bi ulai jai. Initially, I think my secretary has forgotten, but we have opposed it actually. Modernization sangan menjadi tayo. To kuanis na itu holebi. Itia eneka ase je whether it is customary law or tradition, it should not hamper or become a stumbling block to the progress. Itu stumbling block na hobo lage to the progress for the society. Itu amakan itia realize hua hoya ase. Itu hua pra kuanis na development to itu crores of rupees aise ko na bi the development to can be certain. Itu development aise ho na bi no. Olibi kuanis na itu amakan itu issue tu bisi lamba jai ase. Or it's time that a meeting point should be there. Ekta meeting point ahibole laga homoy aise. Itu hoa pra ekta in middle de ekta suggestion bi dibol mon ase. If at all say some section of society they are opposing it, aro kuanis na kunuba to tunnel khara kori kina bi kunuba some tribes are there. Itu hoa pra in middle de if at all nominee system, say for example women nominee di kina voting right delivery kinega, for example, if at all there is no way out, enega ekta bi ekta solution to ekta pane itu khane bi ailebi kinega balobona biawo itu bi ekta aro kwanis na naga society to amma khan woman khan to bisi important role ase to pra amela gane personal view constructive way te amma khan utilize kurile bal ase na kwanis na bahal nimite itu development nimite itu tehe amakhan itu power to utilize kurile bisi baloboni ki eneka bi bhavana ekta ase aro kwanis na amikhan tule itu ki hoi thakile bi development to nargo lage itu laga amar GB Federation to amakhala stand to itu ase.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now we will take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We'll come back to the panel of discussion. Amigan sob manura hunia ase Naga women ho brabi koise yadi aro ma'am Vikali brabi koise aro itui noi Naga ho laga statement bi amigan hunishe and moreover Nagaland GPs Federation laga bi hunishe opinions alak alak kunba koi ase itu constitutional right ase Naga mothers kan bra noile Naga women kan bra amma kan bra noile chukuri kan bra amikan la rights mangan hoy itu constitutional rights ase government of India bra dina ase itu pabo lagi koi ase. Or on the other end, Kumbabra say, yes, we don't oppose 33% reservation. Will be 33% reservation implement Gurubole Amikan Ekjun coordinate Kurigina Ikilogot Kam Gurili Hobo Kona Koyase. On the other hand, General Secretary of the Nagaland GPs Federation has said we don't oppose the 33% reservation. Yes, with the time, our Amigala mindset change wese. Amigan site hagibo amigan laga ya parental body civil societies laga leaders kan boina ase takan la concept with the change in time because it has been 12 years long 13 years without any developments. So without any delay I would now kindly request and give the first preference to the Naga women who if you have any questions to raise to the either Nagaland GPs Federation or Naga Ho.
Anybody can debate on this. I've been hearing this when the 33 issue came up. I've been hearing that from your side that there is a Naga customary law. Every time we say something, there's a customary law, tribal law. Fine. But I've never seen, I've done half a century, I've never seen anybody's customary law book till date. Yes, I believe there's a customary system in each and every tribe. But how do you think that this tribal issue, tribal affairs like Lotahoho, Ao, Senden, Angami, all these tribal, how does it affect ULB? I wonder. Can you give me a fine line?
So yes, the women sections wants to know by implementing the 33% reservation, implement kurile itu bra amikhan laga rich customary law de ki infringe hue ase koina do amakhan janibu mon jaise. So any one of you can take it from here. Yeah, let's give it to the media secretary of the Nagaland GPs Federation.
Customary tradition dole amakanto orally has or it written law to nai. And when it's become written law is basically to itu ki kobo amendment bi hoi jabo, changes bi ai jabo. Itu pura amakhan ita to itu dehe base hoi kena ahi ase. One is a sub tribe laga to amakhan laga ekta culture tradition ase. Itu he follow kurina ahi ase. One is itu tehe amakhan article 371 clause 8 bi tate he base kuri kena ase. Aru amakhan uniqueness laga amakhan naga history bi tate he base hoi kena ase. Itu hoa pura one is na itia ineka written dekhabi gole to itu tu dikhaboloi to nai. Olivi amakhan laga we are very proud that we have our culture tradition. No, itu khandu generation to generation amakhan forefather pass on kurigna hato amkan itabi itu preserve kurigna ase to amakhan la bhavana to itu he amekala ekta stronghold amekala ekta positive weapon hoigena amikhan itu hold kuri kina loi jale he balobo niki koi kena he itu la bhavana ase.
Yeah, please kindly Nagaho, yes.
Thank you. Eto question korata ami be ekta problem on thaki ase. Ami khan laga ita Naga solution laga be India to koise Naga laga uniqueness laga ami khan laga ekta ami khan ke be dine thaka sabde ami khan laga cultural laga to beshi important ase aro ami khan ita urban to bohine kinika living style hoy jaise aro kinika jaise ito to alag ase. Only when we come back to a village, ami khan to sobi niji laga bosti thake, niji tribe ase, niji culture ase, niji customary ase. Itu hisabta ami khan follow kore. Kintu ami khan la forefather time pra to ekta bi ki tribe to hale bi written customary law to nai. Hole bi they are so powerful that the memory is, they can memorize generation to generation. Hoy na ami khan cholai ahise de. Ito pra aji ami khan ito bi ami khan urban life te jabole karne. Ami khan laga customary, ami khan laga tradition, ami khan laga culture pori jaile to kinika hobo. Ito pra ami babana to ami khan ito bi maintain kora to beshi important ise koina thakise. Thank you.
So yeah, the women, are you satisfied with what the Nagaho and GPs Federation has to say?
Not at all.
Please.
I asked this because it was in my mind for many years now. I said, how can the customary system, we are using in the wrong term every time that we say, and that we make fun of ourselves. So we should say customary system. If all the Naga tribals customary system, can you please explain it to me that how does all the Naga customary system affects the ULB election?
Yeah.
Because every ward is a mixed batch people living out there. Ward 1 is mixed batch. We say Chakasang colony those days. Now it's all full. Sema, Lotha, Ao, Angami, all Marwari, Bengali, Bihari. How can you say that? Which tribe will control that Ward 1? Just for an example. I want to know that.
Yes. Any one of you can take it?
Naga kotha kurabi bishi balas. Neti, ULB election in Naga customary law is quite different. That is mela mili kurubili na. Yes. So far, aman bosti mano ase. Hole bi aman kita aro ito repeat kurubili. JSCC, that was those days, 2016, 17. It's a tribe represent Kurigina. It couldn't go to me. Holipi Aro JSCC with the witness of NBCC. Bohigana, we deliberate all these things. The effect, ULB effect, election bra, Naga customary law effect Kuriyasana, na it is so deliberate. It's only development purpose. Yes, where Naga society kon laga tribe hoile bi omen folk country were very much special. Reserve queen. But every day is changing day by day. World is advancing. Just amagan ekta thorigina ake jabuli bi ninga tanya tu like this situation. Kambra kan so far amangan ay yeti ku in French cruel na. Let go on. Poila tu Naga customer kon zat hoile bi all men are not in the decision. Are not taking decision making day. In those days, head hunting is our custom too, culture too. So that Christianity has made I do not go head hunting crusade. So we also want to go along the world advancing. Our custom, this head hunting system is not good. So going, convert Christianity. It's like that everything. Kiki holibe aketi jabolage. Our women decision making tin hali Naga custom. In those days, supposing land, culture is our main Nagala important to us, agriculture. Mati to be issue, confronting. At the dispute to confront, mighty is right time. Kon Keligan Parish, Montak, Amar Bosla Matias. Some other day, dispute. Then those Kon Jagana that confront Kurse, Jagan, yes, this is the evidence that we have. Certainly in this way. Tatitu Bagitu, since women was not participate in those confrontation, they too.
So you mean, sir,
yeah.
Naga women who vice president Brahudan Ishna. ULP related te, aro 33% related te, ito aming customary law related te, kuti infringe huese. Ito ki effect huese ko, ado abunila statement do, iku infringe no hai, iku problem na huese, right? Yes. So thank you so much. Now, what Naga who has to say in regard with that? Can you kindly answer them and satisfy them?
Thank you. Ami bisi koise. Alebe arobi ma'am laga reply koribo.
And I kindly request our Secretary Naga Ho to kindly be very straight.
Okay. Sabi ULB election lagate. Amar customary loga lopra effect korine hobo parane ito kotha ne. ULB laga election laga to kiba force pra ito korine ito help kuru parane. Ito conduct kuru parane. Kintu customary law to different ase. Aro ULB election to alag ase. Ito ami এইটো একটা ক্লিয়াৰ কাট কৰিবলৈ মন থকাটো ULB ইলেকশ্যনটো আলাগ পৰাহে এইটো কাষ্টমাৰী ল' লা কানেকশ্যন পৰা এইটো এফেক্ট কৰি এইটো কিবাটো নহয় কয় না আমি এইটো লগা ক'বলৈ মন আছে কিন্তু কাষ্টমাৰী ল' লগাটো চাবি আমাৰ আৰবান এৰিয়াতে বি ৱাৰ্ড লগা কৈছে এতিয়া ৱাৰ্ড আমাৰ ডিমাপুৰতে ৱাৰ্ড আলাগ আছে হ'লে বি আমি খানি এতিয়া বি প্ৰেক্টিছ কৰি আছে কেলে প্ৰেক্টিছ কৰা নাই কৈছে এতিয়া বি আমি খান ৱাৰ্ডে সাপোজ একটা ট্ৰাইব পৰা কিবা মিষ্টেক হয় না লাগা লাগি হয় না মাৰা মাৰি হয় না নহ'লে বা কিবা হয় নহ'লেতো ট্ৰাইব আহে না কথা কৰি না তাই লাগা নিজে ট্ৰাইব হিচাপতে তাই লাগা কাষ্টমাৰী ল হিচাপতে একজনকে ফাচলা কৰি না এইটো যায় আজি বি এইটো প্ৰেক্টিছ আছে এতিয়া ডিমাপুৰত বি এইটো প্ৰেক্টিছ আছে এইটো আমি খান এইটো কাষ্টমাৰী লকে হাতাই বোলে নহ'লে বা বিয়া আছে কথা নহয় আৰু এইটোতো এতিয়া ইউজ নকৰিব লাগে কথা এইটোতো আমি খান ইউজ কৰি আছে এতিয়া বি আমি খান প্ৰেক্টিছ কৰি আছে হ'লে বি ULB লা ইলেকশ্যন আৰু কাষ্টমাৰী ল' লগা কথা পৰা ULB ইলেকশ্যন হেল্প কৰিব পৰা নাই কোৱাটো নহয়
Yes, I will see. Amikan yadi pishi straight ko aise will be Naga Hoho and Nagaland GP's Federation. Don't get me wrong, but we are also a bit confused with what you are answering. Maybe Amikan laga dimaki thik nai pare. Will be Abunikan Baba Khan bra bishi bhal bra. Ami huna hisab dido itu itia kota to 33% reservation to ko apos nokra nishna ase. Will practical to sai na aina ajidak 12 years hui jaise. Developments kan iman stagnant hoise aru itia naga ho goi ase ami kan itu bishi phal bra coordinate korina jabo lage eko problem nai customary de aru ami kan laga GB Federation Nagaland GB Federation General Secretary bi iman boldly hoise but yes let's ask Madam Vikali are you satisfied with what they have to say
Yes, I'm fully satisfied. I already have understood the point. Moi takan lamondu buji loise, takan lamondu bishe khuli se itiado. I know. I have understood.
And that is a very positive,
Yes.
compliment from the women folks.
Aro bishi khushi paise. Moi aji bishi khushi paise. Aro moi I'm very satisfied with their response. Aro moi itiado apni khange ekta hudibole mon ase. We have to be very realistic. We don't have much time in our hand anymore now. Now 2000, we are talking about the politics today. So 2023, the American election, general election. Now we have to general election hobole ase to American ita mon mili jaise. Aro maki khange khuli dise koise. That I'm very thankful to you all. Aro bishi thanks ase. Aro ito kholi dise koi ase to itu kholi dia gani initiative lobole kun ase kole to apni kane ase to amoi apni khange request kuri de ase government has already opened apni khange initiative lobby ko gena interest kuri dise itu gani morom pra ami on behalf of all the Naga women today I request the concerned person here who is sitting here today apni khan morom pra jayega na chief minister ge president ge ekbar jayega na apni khan ami khan iniga bhavna ase goyena apni khan sob meeting ko logena ekbar itu apni khan ba initiative logena itu kholi digena government lodi hat miligena kam kurigena jayega na bahal kani kuri doile to ULB kani gulo to kiman bi bahal hobo koigena itu to apni ek moi khan nagi itia kani no hoy holibi you are doing for your own daughters also for your wives also itu gani morom pradni kan itu initiative loi dibi koi gena itu request kore ase
Yes, we'll take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the panel discussion on 33% women reservation. Ami kan sob manubra dia huni ase amma khan bra takan laga itu rights to dusra noy holibi kwa nishina itu takan laga constitutional rights ase itu deny koribole nalage kona takan kuise on the other hand ami kan Naga Hoho laga secretary bra bishi clearly koi ase with the change in time itu ULB laga to itu customary laga ekun hoy itu totally politics ase kwabi ami kan huni ase whereas GB's Federation Nagaland GB's Federation bra clearly kuise itu ULB laga aro itu customary laga to peshi alaga ase which gives a very clear point for the people of Nagaland that ami khan laga leaders khan opinion differ korna thaka on regard with 33% women reservation de suko khuli gina time and again ami khan kali person future youth khan karone bhal hoy ase neki kuna ami to feel kore ase and I hope apuni khan bi the same feelings pai ase well ami khan bishi lamba lengthy deliberate korise we will have more debate in regard with 33% women reservation but for tonight ami khan la discussion do bishi lamba na jabo yati rakhibo ki hole aji rati ami khan yate alag group be it Naga women ho NDPP women organization Nagaland GB's federation and Naga ho itu pangsta lok paigena yati khota kora hisab ti do contritic khwa laga iman do nitike hole bi outcome positive kan dikhe ase and that is a very good sign for the people of Nagaland. So now we have the audience seated here, the young students who we consider them as the future of our own state in the coming days. They wanted to ask some question to the panelists seated here. So I would, without any delay, I would kindly request the students to raise your questions.
My question to Nagaland Hoho and GB's Federation. Since the 33 reservations for women came into conflict with Article 371A, how is the government going to implement it?
33% reservation laga to ami khan government laga policy pra implement korila ami khan tate ko kiba nai eto pra ami khan aji discussion kora nisna eto laga 33% reservation to koa nisna eto tole amar women khan karne bi bishi important ase eto pra ami khan bi eto equally justified kore ase koi na koi ase. Thank you.
Yes, next question.
So my question is, the whole discussion we were debating on customary law. So how can this customary law plays an important role in 33% reservation for women?
Customary law or 33% reservation that equal linkage. So far we it's a very alakar. To developmental and these things, there is more focus that is as a ULB laga 33 reservation. Or it to Naga laga customer law to tie to it. There is it to Amagan laga written law pinai holepi time immoral pra Julia ha. That is good connection nai. Just development and customer law is quite different.
Yes, I hope you are satisfied with that. The GB's Nagaland GB Federation kwa lagado customary regard aro 33% reservation to alak ase koise. To age dibi discussion di takani to discuss korise. I hope you should be satisfied with what he has to answer. Fine. Next question.
I have a question to Naga Hoho, Sir Zanti Tamta. My question is, how would you like to define the 33% reservation for women in Nagaland? Equally, as you have stated earlier that you give importance to the culture and custom in Nagaland.
Thank you for question. 33% to la amar women karne beshi important ase kile itu laga ami khan election bi hobo pare development bi aheo pare sob facility to ami khan pabo itu ami khan la program ase. Coming to this customary law to la ami khan la niji laga protect karne ase. Instead of going to high court or court, ami khan niji pitote hai fasla koribo pare. Ami khan niji pitote ito case to deal koribo pare. Ito practice to ami khan laga ambra konisna. Poila pra hato ajitak ami khan ito sula hato. Ami khan karne safety karne koine ito portal koi dise. Thank you.
Yes. Any more question?
My question is for two beautiful women sitting here. Okay, what are the benefits of this reservation, and how will it help our Naga women to compete with the wave counterband?
That's a very good question.
Okay, this women reservation is a way of opening a window for the women to participate in the urban local bodies. And the women can also do a lot of things. This is a way that this is a great opportunity given to the women to participate in the municipal.
My question is, since the representative of both Naga Ho and GB Federation has given a positive response about this reservation, can we expect to see its implemented soon?
Yes. Yes. For that answer, we would kindly request Nagaland GB's media secretary to answer, and I would also kindly request the mothers to answer.
Yeah, of course. I think it's a high time. As I said earlier, there should be a meeting point. Now I think the time has come that all the civil organization, tribal hosts should come together and work out ways and means for this territory reservation. I think any program to uplift the women of our Naga society is a very important agenda for the whole Nagas, I feel. Thank you.
Time frame cannot be expected till now after 13 years. But let me tell you one thing is that from the women's section, from political to civil NGOs, we're all together in one boat fighting for this, not because we wanted to enter into political field, but for the younger generation. Until unless somebody starts it and walk the road, nobody will know. So we are just here fighting for the youngsters. And then by the time, when the 32 reservation has reached, touched Nagaland, by the time, some of us may not be alive to see it happened, but we just deep down in our heart, nobody has entrusted us from the central government, but we know our rights. It has been given to us, and this is not something that Naga women or NMA have begged the central government. It has been given to all the women. Okay, not only in Nagaland, in other parts of the states also. So something that has been given to us, why can't we claim it? Something that has already been given to us, why can't we claim it? It is ours legally. That is our stand today. And we don't have any problem with the political parties like NPF women or NDPP women, nor with the Congress women. We don't have any problem. From the start, the women were all together. All the tribal women, Naga women, Hoho is a partner of NMA. So we are all together sailing on this boat together. Now, with the recent 2017 case, we have to step down as a mother. We have to stop some of our journey, though it is ours, we have to leave behind because we have been harassed in such a manner which we don't want to repeat the same history again. To be very honest, it was never our fault in the beginning itself. But this issue has been translated into a very different manner, which we can't even understand, which has been translated to us in a very difficult and different manner, has shocked the women living in Nagaland.
With that comes to the end of panel of discussions in regard with 33% women reservation. Amigan sob manubra hunishe takan laga point of view action ba counter question hotabi hunishe holibi amigan aji laga topic in regard with 33% women reservation de peshi korum hobona ke kona mohan to peshi taut takise holibi kwa nishina amma khan bra takan la rights mangan hoido holibi itu constitutional right asiko amigan sob manubra hudishe. They want to enjoy the rights and the freedom given by the government of India, whereas the rest of the other states are enjoying. Ito nishina amma kan bi aro maiki kan Nagaland enjoy koribo munja ase kushe aro yadi amikan speakers alak pa kuise ki Naga manu kan bi idu window to khuligina development sector ahibo karone society de change ahibo karone ama khan bra maiki khan bra bi role dangor khilibo paribo kuna takan koi ase yes ami khan bra bhabishe takan laga questions aro takan la answers to contradict hobo naki holi with the change in time yadi naga ho la secretary khan bra bi kushe ki yes abstractions all up thakishe in regard with ULB in regard with special status of American Nagaland laga article 371 clause A laga holibi itia American Naga ho la secretary babe clearly kushi ki ULP aro customary laga do totally alag ase politics aro customary whereas American laga Nagaland GB Federation general secretary be kushi American bhabana dangor hobo lage aro kwa hisab te takan babe ULP aro customary de totally alag ase kwa kunishe which gives a very good and positive message to the people of Nagaland that Amikhan Kali Porsong 33% reservation lagade iman stagnant gorna 2009 since aji 2021 12 years development eku nahi gina Amikhan leadership laga problem bi bishi hoi gina Amikhan aji thakado Amikhan yade pangsta panelists kan yade phui gina takan bra opinion share korai sabti do Amikhan sob Kali Porsong 33% reservation implementation hoboli lagade eku problem no hobo gona Amikhan jani ase naki but that opinion I leave it to you holibi Amikhan for now we will wind up here please keep watching NLTV for more political social economical aro itu laga related te Amikhan 33% women reservation de Amikhan this is not the end we will have more discussion I would like to thank the AIDA for permitting us this very hall to make use. We also thank the students who have come here and listened to the resource person and the panelists here. You have been all so good. Kindly thank the DDUGKY students for being very vocal. I, Sungam Meyer, the host for this evening show, and my co-host Lima Sinlao, signing off. Thank you so much for watching NLTV Soap Manula Awaaz. Good night.